to my channel. This is your girl Piladi and I'm ready. I am a qualified educator teaching in Limpopo province. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please do subscribe. Please do turn on the notification button. Please note that whatever that I share on my channel is based on my personal experiences as an educator. As I have promised in my last video, today I'm definitely talking about funding opportunities that you can get when you do your teaching qualification. So I'm going to discuss only 5, but guys, please do note that there are many more bursaries that you can apply for. These are just the 5 that I happen to talk about. Okay guys, please note that every bursary has its own terms and conditions, and they actually differ in many ways. Please make sure that you have good metric results. If not good metric results, make sure that you have good marks, because remember, you can also apply for a bursary during your first, second or third year of your degree. So please make sure that you always have good marks so that you can be eligible to apply. And also check things like if the bursary is actually funding students who are from a disadvantaged background, or if the bursary is based on merits only. Please make sure that you check if the bursary is funding students that are only specializing in certain subjects, or they're just funding any student that is doing Bachelor of Education. Because sometimes you find that the bursary is only funding students that are only doing maths and science or foundation phase, just so please just carefully check all the terms, check what is required from you, so that you know exactly if you are eligible for that bursary. So from my list of 5, the first one that I am going to recommend is ESASSA. Some people call it ISASA. I'm going to leave a link on the description box so that you can just click on it and check when the bursary is opening, and also check all the requirements that are needed from you. I'm not going to emphasize a lot on it. My second one is Funza Lushaka. Of course, everybody's so familiar with it. I have been funded by it as well, and they funded me from my first year, second year, third year and fourth year. So I'll speak a lot about it because I know its terms, unless if they have changed. I mean, it's 2022 now. So what I can say about it is that they do not really fund you the whole 4 years of your degree. They fund you based on merits, and that's it. So like, for example, when you first apply, let's say you haven't yet started with your degree, and they actually fund you for your first year. So for the second year, they're going to check your marks for first year. If you have performed well, I'm not sure what their average score is right now, but if you meet the requirements, then they're definitely gonna fund you for the second year. If your marks are good for the second year, they're definitely gonna fund you for another year. While we're still on Funza Lushaka, so they would actually fund you your tuition fees, your accommodation, and for your meals as well. Also, during my time, what would actually happen is, if let's say your tuition fees actually costed about 40,000, and they actually paid more, then you'd actually get change, of course, at the end of the year. So yeah, that's it for Funza Lushaka. Let's move to the third one. The third one is NSFAS. Some people call it NSFAS, some people call it NSFAS, whatever. Yeah, but it's also a good one. I remember in the past, people had to pay back, but not anymore. I'm not sure what the terms are lately. So I'm also gonna put in a link so that you guys can click on it, check all the terms and conditions, and also check the opening and the closing date so that you can apply. Yes, and then the fourth one that I am going to recommend is Department of Education bursaries. So I'm not sure if it's every province that has it, but I know Gauteng has it. And other provinces do have this bursary. I'll also leave a link so that you guys can check it out. I have certain colleagues that were funded by it as well. You guys can DM me. I can ask them certain questions, but I definitely know that from the link that I'm going to leave on my description box, you're gonna find every information that you need as well. So last but not least, I'm gonna talk about SAIRR. I'm definitely gonna leave a link as well so that you guys can click on it, read about it, check when it's opening, check its terms and conditions as well. Again, guys, every bursary has its own terms and conditions. Let me just go back to Funza Lushaka. Again, I'm talking about it because I'm more familiar with it. So one of their terms is that you have to serve the public. When I say serve the public sector, I actually mean you have to work for a public school for the number of years that they funded you. For example, if they funded you for 2 years, you are supposed to teach at a private school, at a public school for 2 years. If you breach their contract, then you have to pay them back. So that means if you are done teaching at a public school for that number of years they funded you, then you are now free to go and teach at a public school. So like I said, guys, please do your research. Please check my specialization video so that you know exactly which bursary you are eligible to apply for. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you next time.